It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Watson, off play action. Able to get this to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down at the 23-yard line. This to the 27, give him 4 yards.
31, the ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
That good for 22 and a first down. Here on the jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 50, it's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Patriots 3, Texans nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken deep in their territory. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do? And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Patriots 43-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
And 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now they try the right side here. Dances by at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here.
27-yard attempt.
Prosser's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, it's Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 20.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete.
The pass.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Aaron Donald. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
3 and out.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his, looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
To throw again on second down. Watson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night.
A loss of 6 yards. It's third down.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Watson to throw on third down.
Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Watson flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
55
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now a handoff working right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 20
from the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On first down, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Watson's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, check right.
Watson looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey. Kill. Shoot.
To throw is Watson on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dante Hightower in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
33-yard line.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
Number 31.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Texans 1st down.
You better be afraid of me. Show it up. Show it up. Check it out.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Final score.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Thank you.